All right, bad news. My knee, I could just feel it. So I'm just slow the pace down. It's not worth risking the race next week. Today is race week. This is what the entire build has been about. I cannot believe we are here. But today I got 4 easy miles, might do 5, we'll see. Tomorrow's gonna be like a short activation kind of workout. I'm gonna take Wednesday off, fly out to Chicago Thursday morning. Friday, we're gonna hit the Chicago Half Marathon Expo. Saturday is pretty much a chill day. And then it's go time. So I can't believe we're here, but it is officially race week. This has been in the works for a while now. It all comes down to this. Unfortunately, I've been having a rough go at training, I would say the last 3 to 4 weeks. Really happened. Race week leading into the Colfax Half. Ran easy 5 miles, felt great. Then I was walking my dog and my knee locked up on me. And ever since then, I've just been kind of managing and dealing with these knee issues. And for whatever reason, it re-aggravated kind of bad on Saturday. I'm so disappointed. I'm trying not to do the woe is me stuff that I definitely feel like saying. What a brutal sport. So, it's just mission, get to the race. At this point, I'm not in like the business of feeling bad for myself, even though I can be quite dramatic in the moments. Not gonna lie. But nonetheless, I'm just grateful that I'm able to get out and run, even in less ideal conditions. Because at the end of the day, like, it really comes down to me and the choices that I made, which was doing the most aggressive training plan possible and seeing how far I can push my body. Well, this is what the other side looks like. This is what the other side looks like. And it's things that I knew, but again, I just didn't know, like, okay, well, how hard can I push it? How intense can I go? I think the 2 levers that I really kind of messed up on was, 1, increasing my mileage as fast as I did. Like, that's cool. And then increasing the intensity as much as I did. I think any one of those would have been fine alone, but increasing both of them at the same time is a learning lesson. The injuries definitely could be worse though. So I'm super grateful. And I am, again, not in the business of feeling bad for myself. It's just obviously frustrating, and I can definitely be super dramatic sometimes when it comes to injuries and setbacks and not being able to show up the way that I know that I can. But also you have to let things play out, because I didn't think that I was going to show up to the Colfax Half and do as well as I did. And I was fine. So I just got to look at that blueprint, and even if things don't go fine, just being happy to be a part of a moment with some friends is going to be amazing. But yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee and get out on the road for a few miles. One of the harder things for me to reconcile with is just like how good I was feeling in the earlier part of these builds, and then pow, how I dropped like 25 to 30% in how I feel day to day. it's just it was just such a stark difference. So it's just been such a drag trying to get back to feeling the way I did before the injury, and it's almost hard to remember how I felt before the injury. But let's get this running. And the fact that I'm traveling with friends to another state, it being something that we planned for the longest time, and to essentially get injured 4 weeks out, this is a bummer. I'm the type of person that I always want to show up as the best version of myself and kind of like maximize my potential. And it just feels like that's slipping away right now. But you also have to be careful with words, right? Like, still got 7 days, 7 days, whatever, before the race is even here. So you don't want to like assume that you're not going to be able to maximize your potential for the day. And that's where you balance like how you're feeling, but not putting it in stone and pigeonholing yourself into this is how I'm going to feel. All right, let's call it there. All right, runs in the book, final week of the Chicago Half Marathon build. And yeah, I think the run went well. Again, just not trying to be in the business of feeling bad for myself. You know, I ran Saturday, ended up re-aggravating my knee. Literally filmed everything, but was just looking back at the footage. I was just like, I'm complaining a lot. I'm whining a lot. And I do think there's a place for feeling your emotions real time. And then there's also element of feeling bad for yourself that can be unproductive and can build in excuses on why you don't show up, why you don't do this, that, and the fourth. And I just don't want those built-in excuses. I just don't. Even though they might be legitimate excuses, when you're in the throes of action sometimes, your mind will play tricks on you and look for that way out. And if you already have a built-in excuse, it makes that door so much easier to open. And yeah, I just didn't want to go down that path because truth be told, this is the only race that I have on the books for the rest of the year. I mean, I might do another race, but this has been the moment that I've been building up to. So I don't want to have any excuses in the back of my head. Though, you know, being injured is a legitimate excuse, but I know that it's probably more along the lines of hurt than injured, right? Like there are going to be people who can't make Chicago because they legitimately can't run. I can't run. I can run, but just potentially not to the best of my abilities. But again, I'm not going to write that in stone. I'm going to go out there and try my best and do everything that I need to do this week, that I'm as close to 100% as possible. So extremely grateful. Even today, just got out, did not feel the best, but I was able to get out, get a run in, and I feel better because of it. I really do. So yeah, day one of the final week. We still got, let's see how many more runs. 1, 2, 3 more runs before we toe that line. So let's get it. Until next time.